Hello YouTube, I'm Big Al 1982. This is the Movie Reviewers 100, the collaboration channel here on YouTube that brings you themes each week. This week's theme is the legendary actor producer Gary Oldman. Gary Oldman was born in 1958, born with the name of Leonard Gary Oldman. On March the 21st, 1958, he was born in New Cross, which is literally 5 minutes down the road from me. I never realised he was actually born in New Cross. I knew he was from London, but didn't realise he was that close to where I was born. Yeah, for me, a really great character actor who every role he plays, he just immerses into that character, and you don't see Gary Oldman, you see the person who he is portraying. In his later years now, people more know him for the role of Commissioner Gordon in the Batman Begins, The Dark Knight and The Dark Knight Rises films. But for me, when I think of Gary Oldman, there's one role that always stands out to me as my favourite Gary Oldman role, and that is his starring performance in the 1994 release Leon, or Leon the Professional as it is known in America. For me, this is one of my favourite Gary Oldman performances. He plays a corrupt cop who's caught up in drug dealing and a murder as well. So Leon, or Leon the Professional, as I said, was released in 1994 by the director Luc Besson, who was also the writer as well. This film stars Jean Reno as the main lead character as Leon, a very young Natalie Portman, and also Gary Oldman. So the basic storyline for Leon is Leon is a professional assassin, and he gets caught up with Natalie Portman's character because her father is sort of a drug holder for the corrupt cop Gary Oldman. And one day when she's out getting some groceries, Gary Oldman comes in and realises that her father's been stealing from him, so he assassinates the father, the stepmother, stepsister and her younger brother. And she sort of comes back to the flat and sees all this happening, and she knocks up on Leon's door, who lives 2 doors down, who's seen what's been going on, and he lets her in and basically helps her. And then throughout the film, she wants to get revenge for the death of her younger brother. She knows she never really liked her elder sister, but they all know they were family, and her father was an abusive father, but she wanted his revenge for her younger brother because he was only young, which is fair enough. Throughout the film, he sort of trains her, and there's sort of comedy element between the two of them as well. There's really good chemistry between them, and she tries to assassinate Gary Oldman's character, the corrupt cop. As I say, for me, this is one of Gary Oldman's finest performances, and he really plays the psychotic, split personality police corrupt cop very well. And for me, every time he's on screen, I'm just captivated by his performance and glued to the screen, because whenever he's on, he's not necessarily in the film quite a lot as the main character Leon, but he's just got this aura about him, this character, and he's just really enjoyable to watch. Also, Jean Reno's performance as Leon stands out for me as well. Really great performance. A guy who all he knows is to train, assassinate, sleep, train, assassinate, sleep. That's all he does. He's programmed like a robot. And with Matilda, Natalie Portman's character, coming in, she sort of gives him a lease of life and shows him things that he never knew before, and how to basically lighten up and enjoy little things in life. For me, Leon is a total badass character, and some of the scenes where you see him assassinate people, some really good action scenes throughout this film. I really do like Luc Besson's direction in this film, and after this film he went on to direct The Fifth Element, another enjoyable film with another great performance from Gary Oldman in that film as well. But for me, Leon is just a really enjoyable film. Some great action, some really great characters, some great relationships between Natalie Portman, who's sort of an early teen, and she sort of hasn't had the childhood she should, and she feels like she's older than he is. And yeah, there's some funny scenes between them two, Jean Reno and Natalie Portman. And this is a really great starring performance from Natalie Portman at a very young age as well. And you can tell from there that she was destined to go on to do some great roles, which she has gone on to do. For me, one of my favourite films of all time, this is Leon. I can't recommend this film high enough. It's got a really great story throughout, some really great characters, just a really enjoyable action film. Crime, action, thriller, drama, it's got it all. A little bit of comedy as well, and for me, really great performances. So definitely go and check out Leon if you haven't before. You will not be disappointed. I hope you all have a great weekend. I've been Big Al 1982, and this has been the Movie Reviewers on Gary Oldman week. I look forward to everyone else's review this week. All the best, and have a great weekend. Goodbye.